Okay, welcome back. Today's kind of a special episode. Today is Wednesday, and I usually do this on Friday. I'm not sure how many episodes I'm going to do today, but probably only a couple. I wanted to do one today because I am going to see a therapist tomorrow for the first time ever. I was kind of nervous. I wanted to talk about, this is going to be tough because I'm a little bit lost in the game, so I might have to look at the walkthrough. And I have to go to the prairie. I'm just worried that I'll go tomorrow and I just won't have anything to say. And I was thinking about stuff today, and I'm sure I'll think of stuff tomorrow to talk about, but I know if I don't say the words out loud, and if I just think them, it's not gonna. I'll get into the appointment tomorrow, and I'll just go blank, and I won't be able to think of anything. I mean, I'm sure that's probably gonna happen anyway, but I think it'll help to just say some stuff out loud. So hopefully I don't go blank tomorrow. So it happened kind of quick. I've been looking for somebody for a couple months. Nobody ever got back to me. So I emailed somebody on Saturday, and then he called me on Monday. How do I do that? I wanted to talk a little bit about the phone call. Because that wasn't easy. For some reason I wasn't nervous, because he told me he was going to call me on Saturday. He said he was going to call me on Monday. I guess maybe I just thought he was going to ask me if I could come in, and that was it. But he ended up... I remember him saying, so tell me about yourself, which is a scary thing. I always get nervous when I hear something like that. But I had a pretty decent answer. I don't know why, but I guess I thought about it a little bit. I think I just said, sorry. I said, so I'm 26 years old, and I think since I was a teenager, I might have had a problem with social anxiety. So that was a good, and then he said, okay, I have experience with that, so when he said, when you're in a social situation, you feel nervous because you think people are judging you and looking at you, and I said yes, and I said I think I'm mostly good at avoiding social situations. This is gonna be a lot of wandering, because I don't know where I'm going. That's the problem. If I look at this, I'm gonna lose my train of thought, and then it's gonna just be annoying to watch. That's something that I kind of want to talk about, is when I'm in a social situation, I don't really feel like, it's not a big deal that like people are judging me and people are looking at me and thinking like, who's this guy? He's ugly or whatever you would think. I don't really have that problem. But I'm just not comfortable. I don't know why else I wouldn't be comfortable, but I'm not comfortable, and whenever I have to talk, I get stressed. And most of the social situations that I'm in, I don't have to talk, so I'm just uncomfortable. I'm not nervous. But if I know I have to talk, I'll get nervous. Especially if I don't know exactly what I have to say. I have to find it eventually, don't I? It might be a hard piece. This was gonna happen. This has got to be it, right? I gotta be close here. Okay, so what am I gonna talk about tomorrow? That's the thing that's you know what? I have to pause it because I can't do this to you. I'm sorry. Pause it. Okay, I'm back. That was an adventure. I had to find this place. I have to talk to a bear now. Okay. I knew this wasn't going to be a good episode. It's too distracting to have to do all this stuff and talk. I really wanted to do this today though, because I'm feeling more and more like the whole point of this channel is, I know nobody's watching now, but maybe in the future somebody might watch. And if they're like me, it might really help to see the milestones of trying to get better, and to see the progress of, like, if you watch my first episode, that doesn't seem like somebody who could ever go see a therapist, like they would ever be able to do that. So the goal of the channel is just to show somebody that progress can happen, even though it can seem like it's impossible. That was always a problem I had. I mentioned in the first episode I ever did, the reason why I was doing this is because there was an episode of Game Grumps where Dan talks about his OCD, and I always have trouble watching that episode because it's hard for me to believe somebody like that could ever have. He's so far removed from the problem that he had that it's not relatable, or it's not believable for some reason that he was ever in a bad place. But it's believable for me because I'm in it right now. So, oh, is that how you do it? I don't know. I have to go back to the village. Switch to the notes. So what am I going to talk about tomorrow? I don't know. I'm worried. I don't know. This was the thing that I was worried about. Like, I'm just gonna go and I mean, I was worried about the whole setting up the meeting thing and finding somebody, and that was hard. But I just sent this guy an email and he got back to me, and I just had that one phone call. Why do I keep doing that? Yeah, visually this episode is just a mess. It's not interesting at all. It's just unwatchable. I'm sorry. Which is a bummer because it feels like an important episode for me, but to be fair, when Dan was doing the OCD episode, he wasn't playing, so it was easier. And when I'm at the appointment tomorrow, I'm not going to be playing a video game, so maybe it'll go better. What's he gonna ask me? Is he gonna say the same thing, like tell me about yourself? I've pretty much said everything about myself in that one sentence that I can think of. Maybe I can say like, I was always kind of a quiet kid. I guess I was shy. I never really felt shy. I did around like adults, but all kids are shy around adults, I think. I don't know. I want to go in and just tell him like, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I just need help. It's not gonna go well. It's an hour long. I've never talked to anybody for more than like a couple sentences. I've never talked about myself to anybody. It's gonna be so hard. A lot of people, I think, I mean, I have practiced talking about myself because I've been doing this, but it's different when it's somebody else. It's just harder. It's just, I don't know, when you're having a conversation, everything just feels like it's happening so fast, and I don't know what to say. I do have a little bit of like, so I have to talk to this guy. It's not fight or flight, but it's like, it's just flight. Whenever I'm in a conversation, the first thing in my mind is like, when should I be leaving? Can I leave now? How do I leave? I think I need to get rid of that. I'm never thinking about what to say, really. All I do is just kind of smile and say yeah or whatever, and hope that if they ask me a question, I can answer it. But if they're just talking, I can't really respond. And I was kind of, I don't know, sometimes I think, I mentioned it before, like, well, what if I don't have social anxiety? I mean, I'm sure I have something. Talk. Oh, this is nice. I don't remember this. Ugh, this is sad. That was sad. I hope in the new version they have more stuff like that. I have to get back to this walrus. See if I remember how to do it. Oh, I'm nervous. I was thinking, maybe it would help to write notes, but it's gonna be weird to go in there with like a notebook. It'd be like, he's gonna say like, what's on your notes, and what if he has something that I'm supposed to talk about first? Then he might feel weird that I have like a notebook and want to talk about that stuff, so I can't do that. He might ask me what brought me here. I think that's like a question they might ask. They usually ask, that's a tough one. I mean, I feel like I've had some kind of anxiety all my life, and I guess I always assumed that it would just go away when I got older. I guess I thought kids have anxiety, and like when you get older, it goes away and you get more confident. But it has for me a little bit, but at the rate it's going, it's like I won't be super comfortable until like I'm 50 or something. As comfortable as I want to be. Probably should only do this for a couple more minutes. Okay, I kind of stopped in the middle of a thought there, but maybe I should end here and then find this place, and then I don't want to go too long for every episode. So I guess that's it. That wasn't a great episode. Sorry about that. I forgot to save before I ended last time, so I had to beat that boss again. So I've been doing this for about an hour and a half. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.